In this video, we are going to tell you everything you need to know about the 3D modeling and rendering process at CGIFurniture. We will tell you what kinds of references work best for 3D furniture modeling, what the difference between simple and complex modeling is, what levels of model detail there are, and what goes into the making of silo and lifestyle renders. References. The best references you can give your 3D artist are product drawings and photos that clearly show the item's structure. Ideally, there should be CAD drawings. But if you don't have those, regular technical drawings that show the dimensions of each part of the item will do. Together, the high-quality drawings and photos will allow the CG specialist working on your project to create an extremely accurate 3D model of the product without any delays. And in some cases, such images can be directly used as a visual aid in the 3D modeling process, making it even more streamlined. For instance, this model of a lamp was created in just 1 hour, thanks to the reference image with the right angle and the indicated dimensions. Without it, the process would have taken 2 hours, which is double the time. Modeling complexity. There are 2 types of 3D modeling: simple and complex. Simple 3D models are those that consist of simple geometric shapes and have few details. Complex models, on the other hand, incorporate complex organic shapes and have many intricate details, such as folds, dents, cracks, stitching, and so on. The most difficult materials to model are ratans and furs. To recreate them in 3D, a CGI specialist has to spend long hours working on every single string or hair. Level of detail. 3D models can have a high or low level of detail. Low-detailed models take less time to create. They work perfectly for lifestyle renders where the main object is not shown up close, and the goal is to convey a certain atmosphere rather than showcase the product. Models with a high level of detail, in turn, take much longer to create. They look absolutely photorealistic even when you zoom in on them. That's why they are used for making silo and close-up renders, where focus falls exclusively on the product. Making of a lifestyle render. The making of a lifestyle render starts with a selection of a 3D scene. Here at CGIFurniture, we have a library with over 2,000 ready-to-use scenes in different styles. So you can always find the one that perfectly suits the mood of your marketing campaign. And if you want something unique, you can always send photo references to your 3D artist, and they will create a new scene from scratch. Once the scene is chosen or created, the CG expert puts the 3D model of your product in the environment and adjusts it so that it complements the item in the best way. As we already mentioned earlier, the main model does not need to be very detailed for this type of CGI. The last step of this process is rendering. Usually, each render takes about 2 to 3 hours to complete, but in some cases, the rendering can last for up to an entire day. That is when we use our render farm to speed up the process. Making of a silo render. The first step in making a silo render is choosing the most optimal angle and setting the camera accordingly. Then the 3D artist sets the lighting, choosing the most flattering scheme to highlight the shape and details of the 3D model. After that, the CG specialist adds textures and applies materials to the model based on the references you provided. There are 2 kinds of photos that are helpful in this case. The first one is a picture that fully shows the item. Different angles help the 3D artist to see what the material looks like under the light, and with a shadow cast on it, giving a full understanding of its visual properties. The second kind of reference is a high-quality, up-close photo of the material itself. It should have no distortions, shadows, or glares in it. An image like that allows the CG expert to closely study the material's texture and see its true color. Some of our clients even go the extra mile and send us actual fabric samples by mail. But you shouldn't feel pressured to do that, as high-quality photos work perfectly for us. Overall, getting the material right is crucial for achieving perfect photorealism. And, since silo images are all about displaying the product in all of its glory, the work on the textures takes a lot longer in this case, compared to lifestyle renders. Sometimes the model might appear slightly different under the lights when fully textured and colored. So the final touch in the process of making a silo render is adjusting the lighting after all the materials are in place.